My name is Carol Maun. I live at B'nai B'rith Covenant House in Tucson, Arizona.
Great. So what was your childhood like? Did you have siblings?
No siblings.
Siblings, yeah. Where'd you grow up?
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. Great. What kind of schools did you go to?
I went to the normal grade school, high school, graduated with a diploma.
Great. Great. So I know that you've done a lot of traveling in your life.
Yes, I have done a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where have you been?
Well, I took a bus from London to Greece, and when I was about 40, and I went to India, Hawaii, Mexico. Did I say India?
I think so.
And Japan.
Great.
Hmm.
What did you find most interesting in your travels?
Well, I was interested in the culture, how they think, and especially through dance. I was an ethnic folk dancer during that time, so I learned what made them feel happy.
Did you enjoy the Israeli dancing with the
I
kids?
did, yes.
Yeah. Great.
Uh-huh.
And what do you like most about living in the apartment building?
Well, it's very beautiful and clean, supportive, and safe.
Yeah.
And the staff is wonderful.
How long have you been there?
2 years, and I really am grateful to be there.
Great.
Yes.
Where were you living before?
I was living in a lot of places. I was living in New Mexico, and I was Scotland for a month, and I also did research at the Southwest Research Station because I couldn't get a job. So in Catalina I lived for a while, but I was ready to settle down back in Tucson.
Yeah.
The altitude is good, the weather.
Yeah.
So,
And what made you decide on the B'nai B'rith apartment building?
well, I could get in quicker there, and they were very compassionate to have me come in, and I was grateful to be there, and I still am. I'm very grateful.
What have you been enjoying most about camp so far?
I love everything about it.
Yeah.
The staff, the course, the people, the housing, the beauty in the woods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular sessions that you think are very applicable to what you do in your apartment building?
Well, the training for the resident council. We don't have one in our building, so maybe I can do it. So that's interesting to learn about and how to get along better with people.
Yeah.
Yes.
What have you found most interesting about working with your fellow residents?
Here?
Yeah.
Well, we all have something in common. We're older. And I am enjoying how they cope with aging and how well they do.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of interesting, you know.
So you've been learning a lot from them?
Yes.
Great. And which sessions in particular did you find most interesting?
Well, I really liked all of them, actually. All these, the classes on working together and building a community, you know, as a resident council. It's interesting how each group has something different to offer in their building where they are.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to take back the message and present it to our staff there at Tucson so we can work with that.
Yeah. And what do you think makes these apartment buildings such great homes for the residents?
Well, like I said, they're safe, and there's a lot of support within the group, and they do a lot of programs, so if you feel like being social, you can, and if you want to be quiet, you can. And it's a good rent, you know, that I can afford, and I don't have the stress of thinking about how to pay my rent each month.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm grateful to have the utilities, and I also am very careful with utilities, even though I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sustainable.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Great.
And it's, you know, it's clean, and there's a lot of beauty there too.
Yeah.